like she loves. You see there, Otayagu, 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 sing Otayagu, 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 Otayagu. See Otayagu, you know that my body calling. Your body because no, I'm loving you, then make me forget, say I get problem. And by the end of the night, it's a bedroom fresh. I want to flex my love, yeah, I want to impress. And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a woman, I want to friend. I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. You see there, I'll tell you, I'll tell you, I'll tell you, I'll tell you. Otayagu, sing Otayagu, 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 one time. Ouch! He's Kim Paluta, Skim Paluta, Kwabena, Kwabena, Shani, where the air Kwabena, yeah, boys, he go pay, Betsy on your sake, or that for the air fancy check, or that for the air. What's in it? Mama, come and get me, shut up, baby, I'm in there, yummy do, hot dog, baby, I'm in. Mama, come and get me, shut up, baby, I'm in. You see, yummy do, hot dog, baby, I'm in, yummy do. What's in it? What up, baby, I mean, keep Paluta, yeah. What up, baby, I mean, yeah. Mama, come and get me, shut up, baby, I mean, yeah, me do. What up, baby, I mean, tia, I me down, oh, I me down. One baby, sick, well, let's see, I come back. Yes, yeah, oh, sissy, hey, oh, sissy, hey, oh, sissy. Checking it, I see now. I'm on the money, that's a minute. I'ma see my concern. I'ma see you, I'ma see my. That's a minute. I'ma see my. I'ma see my goodness. Wow, they deserve another round of applause, guys. That is amazing. Odikro Band. You guys are just something else. I mean, you have made us start the year on a different note, and thank you so much for being here. The bangers upon bangers upon bangers. Wow. I'm just amazed. And it means that today we are going to have a fantastic show because you're going to stay with us from now all the way to 3 p.m. Good afternoon. Welcome to another season of Changes. Should I say season or the New Year's episode of Changes 2025? We are back with a bang, aren't we? Of course. And talking about that, today's show is going to be another level. Now, this year, you have no idea the number of things that we have lined up for you. So if I were you, I won't miss a single, not even one episode. I won't miss it. Because you know what? It's just going to be amazing. It's going to take you off your stress. It's going to take you off your financial challenges. We're going to help you in your health sector. We're going to help you in everything. And that is what Changes is all about. We're going to hear more intriguing stories this year. And you definitely might be one of the few to share your story right here on Changes. And so anytime we come your way, we urge you to be a part of it. You can actually send your messages to us like we did in 2024. We are doing it again in 2025, sending your messages to us on 055-157-5757. 055-157-5757. Let's repeat it, 055-157-5757. I have an amazing studio audience. Give yourselves a round of applause, guys. They are just amazing, and we are back again. Now, today, it's a new year. Sometimes I want to ask my studio audience some questions. Now, as it's a new year, have you ever thought about how to plan your finances? Have you thought about it? You haven't? Not yet. So you don't know what the year is pregnant with. You don't know what could happen, whether you're going to give birth to a boy or a girl, whether you're going to give birth to good news or bad news. So you haven't planned towards it, right? Now, right here on Changes, we are starting the year on a very good note. We want to help you to plan your year well, especially with regards to your finances. Now, have you thought about how to invest your finances? How to budget? How to spend? How to either live a lavish life or a simple life? Have you thought about all of that? Well, if you haven't, right here this afternoon, we are going to teach you how to actually plan your finances for the year 2025. We are beginning on a very high note, and it takes you and I to take a pen and a paper to jot every point down. I'm going to jot my points down because I want to become a billionaire, not a millionaire, but a billionaire. And the way you plan is definitely going to help you one day. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't taken your pen and paper yet, I want you to go right now. Take your pen and a paper. Now, as you take that, our guests will come in, our guests will sit down, and our guests will definitely walk us through exactly how to plan our 2025. And so, is Odiko Band ready? You guys are ready? Give me five, introduce my guest.
Let's get all my baby alive, sorry. Give me nothing up on the way. This your body carries a pain. I ever understand. See, I must confess, your body now upset. It is out of my defense, yeah. I must confess, your body now obsession. It is giving me problems are neither need. Would you fly with me? International, you go there with me for fly. I need, would you stay with me? I saw no normal, you go there with me. Alright, from top, let's go again. Hey, see, oh my baby, allow me so. Give me nothing, I'm gonna make. It's your body carry something. Understand. See, I must confess, your body in my upset. It is got to my defense, your defense, I must confess, your body in my obsession. It is giving me problems are idly. Would you fly with me? International, you go there with me for flight. I need, will you stay with me? I saw no normal, you go there with Vero, I know if we leave without you, say me okay, and I'll go pull up on you, whatever you I go there, I'll leave without you, I say give me cold,
Odiko Band understands their statements. Now, I'm saying this because if you listen to the lyrics of the song, would you fly with me international? But can you fly without your finances being stable? Probably you haven't thought about that. We don't just fly. We need to plan well. And ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, let's welcome our guest, who is a business consultant, Mr. Charles Mensah. Mr. Charles Mensah is going to join us. I think Mr. Charles Mensah should do a video. Yay! What's up? Odikroban, please reserve that song for me. This is a song that I want to dance to before we end the show. I want that, Emma Pesoko. I love that part. Pesoko. Mr. Charles Mensah, it's been a while.
Yes. You're looking very well.
Thank you. You look good yourself.
Oh, thank you.
It's good to have you.
Thank you for
Yes.
having me.
And how is everything, though?
Oh, everything is fine. Everything is fine. We'll be traveling around, chilling a bit with the family.
Yeah.
And then learning also and training.
And training. I love the training part. So, Mr. Charles Mensah, you don't want me to call you Mr. I think just stick to the Charles.
But just come Charles.
Charles.
Yes.
Oh, you're young. You're young. So Charles is actually going to tell us how to plan, our finances this year, and I'm excited about it because every year we get in there, we don't our salaries, and all we do is to spend it. So everybody thinks, oh, January is 42 days, instead of the regular 31 days, and we just get the money and we start spending it. But we need to plan it.
Yes.
We need to invest it well. We need to, have a strategy of how to go about it. And thank you for being here. Now, first thing, what do I have to think about, or what do I have to consider when I want to save, or if I want to be a billionaire? That one is very important.
Billionaire may be, it's something that you would start from somewhere. It doesn't come overnight.
Yeah.
It takes a while because you want a sustainable billionaire. You don't want a billionaire overnight and then tomorrow you're off the market. So the structures has to be there. But to go to a specific question, I think to start savings is an equation of what is coming into your hand, which is your income, and what is going out of your hands. So I liken that to red and blue pen, because I overheard you saying that you should take pen. So the blue pen would be a summation of all the monies that are coming to you. And then the red pen will be a summation of all the monies that are going out. Under normal circumstance, the totality of the blue should be higher than the red. Once you see that the red is more than the blue, it means that you are spending more than you are earning.
Right.
And that's where the trouble starts. Anybody who spends more than you are earning, you can never save. Because savings is the net effect of the money that comes to your hands and the money that goes out of your hands.
Okay.
So anybody who says, I'm going to save, that means that he must spend less, unless he adds the savings as part of the expenditure. So when anybody asks you your total expenditure, then you say, plus my savings is this. Averagely, I think if you are single and you work it up properly, you should be able to save between 10 to 30% of
Or your salary.
Of your income.
Income. If you're single.
If you're single, and I'll explain that. You may have a situation where you are patching with your parents. So you are not paying rent, you are not paying electricity, you are not paying anything. Sometimes they even give you food. So that notional amount, that ordinarily if you're on your own, living somewhere, you would have spent, because you are living with your parents, please add it to it. Act as if you are paying them. And that money would go to some special account so that if you come of age and they ask you to, Kojo or Feli, you are of age, you have to leave the house, then immediately you know that you are going to start paying the rent or you're going to start paying bills. Because sometimes if you don't start with that practice and you're asked to go out, what tends to happen is that for first 6 months, you have a challenge because it's not part of your normal expenditure. So anybody who is single and patching or living with an auntie, an uncle, or whatever it is, your savings ought to be 30%.
Okay.
But if you are on your own already, the minimum of 10 to 15% savings,
But
which should be ideal for you.
Looking at our condition right now in Ghana, situations are hard. Cost of living is expensive. Yes, you might not be renting, but sometimes you're earning, a young man, you're earning probably like 1,500 cedis. Your transportation alone is about 950. Feeding hasn't come in. So then how do you save 30%?
Thank you very much. It's a very, very lot of question. You see, we are always basing it from one stream of income. Barely you have let me borrow the political word, 24 hours. You probably will sleep 6 hours. You walk maybe another 2 hours. So you have 16 hours. If you are young, you are very active. And therefore, one stream of income will not be enough for you.
Okay.
So it is high time you sit back and say, okay, what other multiple streams of income do I have? Or do I have to embark upon? There are some multiple streams of income that require skill. Driving. Maybe you work here, but you have like 6 hours available and that you'll be hanging out with your friends. That doesn't bring value to you. You're either increasing your cost. So what can I do in the evenings? Maybe you could be Uber driver, or you could be somebody else. You could be teaching kids. There are a lot of activity that you can do. But if it requires skills, then you apply yourself to a skill. Maybe you learn it extra, so that become extra. Those who have siblings abroad, sometimes when you call them, they'll tell you that, oh, he's going early for early morning work. Because it's calculated that his income or her income is not up to the expenditure that he has for the month. He has to work extra. So you need to do multiple streams of income. It can be you working or your money working for you. If you can design clothes, if you can sew, anything that you can do, look at it properly and share and apportion your time properly. Many young men and women, when they close from work every day, maybe they close at 4 or 5, they will spend, the rest of the hours, maybe 5 hours, hanging with friends. And chatting and laughing. And even on phone. All this activity costs money. So ask yourself, what can I do?
To make extra.
To make extra income. Now, maybe you'll be hanging with friends, but that friend, the parents probably have saved money, invested in something that they are looking up to. You don't have it. So look at yourself. Look at your expenditure. So start from your expenditure side, work it up, subtract your income from it. There's a gap. If there's a gap, it means you're either going to borrow from friends or you're going to borrow from an auntie. And you cannot live your life constantly borrowing from people. So what do I do? Ask yourself, take 30 minutes of your time. Go and hide somewhere quietly, take a pen and paper and write, what can I do? What am I good at? Okay, what I even love to do? Okay, is there any way that I can learn a skill for it?
Okay.
Let me use as a typical example. If you decide that, look, this is your program, but you have extra time, you can be MC for international event, and then so be it. You have more money.
Yeah, you make.
You're beautiful, so maybe you model. You want to model for high end. These are all the things. So you'll be talking to yourself.
Right.
And say, okay, I can apply myself. Oh no, what does it require? So you apply yourself to that skill, you get trained, and you get extra income. Rather than the way around. Because else you will sit there every day and say, the thing is tough. The thing is tough. Make a bold step.
Make a bold step. Now, talking about that, there are also businesses that are, you could run at a loss, and that some are very lucrative. For young people, which business would you advise them to invest in?
In terms of investment, I think you should invest in businesses that you know something about.
Okay.
Or somebody knows something about that you trust the person.
Okay.
Because it can't be that, oh, go and invest in Okada. Go and invest in Okada business, Go and invest, no. It should be something that you know something about.
Okay.
So before you invest in any business, study it. Ask questions. If it's a cab driver you want to do, go to the cab station. What is the average earning that you have? What are the challenges that you'll be having? Ask questions.
Okay.
Don't act as if you
know.
You know. Be humble and ask the questions. When you're asking the question, don't tell them that you are going to do something.
Okay.
Just try an inquiry. You are doing research.
But if you tell them what will happen, don't tell you the truth?
They may not tell you the truth.
Okay.
So you are in a college or you are in SSS. You are doing a research program. So talk to them as if you are a researcher. So and then don't ask it straight. Ask it casually. Ask it casually. So when you ask casual questions, it takes them by surprise, and then the truth come out.
Okay.
And then you are jotting it down. Before you realize you have full answer.
Fantastic.
Go to another station and do the same thing. Before you realize
you have another full
another. People on campuses, I mean, some years back, I used to train them, and I was telling them things that they can do. Look, you can do, if you go to Legon campus, for instance, the distance. Some persons, I asked them to do Uber, some were doing Okada, not themselves, but they were giving it to people nicely dressed. And then sometimes when they take your things, they bring it upstairs for you, they charge you something small and all those ones. Yeah, it is today. Last time when I saw them, they are laughing,
Wow.
They are laughing,
That's
means that they are
nice.
making money.
So what about those who are married? Now, you said if you're not married, you should
Yes.
save 20 to 30%.
Yes.
Now, if you're married and you have a family, what percentage should you save?
Okay, first and foremost, when you're married, the expenditure increases. And I suppose you may have planned before getting married. So the two of you ought to sit down and look at what I call joint budget, not joint income.
Okay.
So joint budget is the total expenditure for the house. So how much are we going to spend for the week? How much are we going to spend for the month? There are some weekly expenditure, daily expenditure, and a monthly expenditure. So when you and a spouse sit down and you jot them down. Then the second one is, how are we going to fund the budget? Maybe one of you will contribute 60%, someone will contribute 40%. So that makes it 100. Sometimes too, the person who is contributing 10% is the one who is incurring 90%. By sitting with him or her, then you all will go through it and say, oh, okay, let's cut back this. If you don't do that, you pretend as if you are okay, especially the young men. Because they are married, they want to keep up appearances. So he goes to office, he borrows from a friend, he comes home and come and spend without speaking to the spouse about the real challenge. For all you know, if you speak to the spouse says, look, every weekend, what I can do is that I'll go to the market, go and distribute this. Or I have friends that I can sell to.
Right.
Or you also have friends that you can sell to. So once you begin to discuss, not pretend, because marriage is not being pretense, then joint work, you may be able to say a minimum of 15%.
15. Okay.
When you're doing joint.
Okay.
One of the things that we don't do very often is that we don't discuss expenditure with our spouse. And we don't plan it. So he goes to work. Because we didn't discuss the expenditure, he sees something, he buys it, and he says, oh, I bought something for you. Oh, I don't need it. So I bought it, it's cheap.
It's cheap.
Don't buy things because they are cheap. Buy things because you need it.
Okay.
Because by the time you bought the thing which is cheap, it comes there and for 3 days, the thing is lying there. Especially clothes. You buy it, and so it's cheap. When I go to the shop, they had reduced the prices. Yes. Do you need it? The definition, do you need it? And because you were not discussing a thing with your spouse, he probably felt that you need it. But if you're discussing, you think that you don't need it. So it is important that you have that discussion first, and then you plan it.
Okay.
And then decide that we'll save 15% of our monies. That 15% shouldn't be in the savings account. It could be an insurance premium. You can tell the insurance company that I want to do a 10-year insurance.
Okay.
Because I just got married, and I think in 10 years' time, my kids will be up of age going to JHS or SSS.
So these are the types of investments,
Investment,
right?
yes.
Okay.
So the insurance in itself is it's an investment. The good thing about that insurance is that should anything happen to you, the insurance company will draw the money and give it to your whoever is surviving partner.
Are insurance companies in Ghana that reliable?
Very much so. Very much so. But you just have to read all the details, because sometimes when they give us the forms,
We don't read.
we don't read. So there's a small red line. If this thing happens, for instance, you buy a car, comprehensive and all those ones, and they give you conditions at which the car must be driven and all those ones, and you don't. You don't check the roadworthiness, you don't check few things, and then incident happens, and they want to go and claim. Then they will say, oh, did you read page 32? Clause?
What are some of the red flags in there that they'll tell you that, if A should happen, we won't pay you your money? What are some of the things in there? Because sometimes we don't see them, we overlook them.
Normally, you would have to talk to, it varies, but the insurance commissioner have spelled it out, things that you might, because first and foremost, the insurable amount, what you've insured yourself for, must be clear. If you've done insurance on your car, and because it's comprehensive, and you want to pay a certain amount, low amount, and therefore you've declared the value, the premium will be calculated as such.
Right.
When an accident happens, they'll give you the money. But the money can't get you a new car.
Yeah.
So some persons expect that the insurance company will give them the new car. Because they bought a car 5 years ago, they've done comprehensive, and the car 5 years ago was like $50,000. And they expect that they will get that. But when you go to the insurance company, they told the insurance company 50,000 cedis, not $50,000. So at the end of the day, when the incident happened, maybe touch you, the car got bent, they will pay you the $50,000 cedis that you insure. That's the insurable amount that you did. And that's the amount that they give it to you. And that cannot cover.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Let's move away from even just the insurance, because another thing is that the main investment, there are different types of investments,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Let's talk about some of the types of investments that are available.
I'll start with, if you're a young man or young family, you can do mutual fund.
Mutual fund.
Mutual fund is managed by experts, fund managers. So it's a combination of shares, bonds, and corporate bonds, I mean. So they do a cocktail of it, they mix it and say, 1 unit costs 5 cedis.
Okay.
So you can decide that you buy 10 units today. Next month, when you have another money, you buy another 10 units. Now, each time when you watch the mutual fund prices, it varies. The price shift goes up. It hardly comes down. It will stay small, but it will go up.
Go up, okay.
Which means that the price, the unit price is going up. And as the unit price is going up, your value is going up also.
Okay.
So tomorrow when you decide that you are broke and you need something, you can sell 1 unit or 2 units or 3 units.
All right.
Now, mutual fund in Ghana is run by almost all the banks. They have subsidiaries and other people. They have a mutual fund there. And when you buy it, it grows. So by the time you've bought it now, you are contributing slowly. By the time you bought it now, it will grow maybe in 10 years' time when you are cashing out. It would have doubled, it would have tripled, it would have quadrupled. But you just have to keep an eye on it when you buy the mutual fund. That's one. Then they have the savings that you have to do. Maybe normal savings. But the savings, there should be a trigger. When the savings is up to a certain amount, then you invest.
Okay.
Because savings, the investment. Because at a point in time, when you do proper investment, your money will work for you. Now you work for the money. But when you do a proper structured investment, you keep your eye on it, then it will happen. What is the investment? You can either invest by letting other people work with your money, or you yourself deciding that you go into it. Service plots. The value of service plots keeps on rising in Ghana.
Right.
New areas are being discovered and being developed. When they are selling at the initial stages, and sometimes those who sell the lands are spreading the payment, they are asking you to pay in bits. Don't look at it as if you are going to build a house. Look at it as an investment. So by the time you are pushing 200 cedis, 1,000 cedis, in 15 years, 10 years, 12 years, 6 years, the value of the area develops, especially when there's a new road on that area.
Right.
The price goes up. And because it's service plot, which means that you may have bought it from a bigger company, you won't have too much of litigation.
Okay.
You can offload it, and you make your money. That's an investment in itself. So when you're buying those service plots, don't look at it from the point of building, but from the point of the value appreciating and you offloading it.
Right.
Another form of investment is getting some friends to do some joint ventureship, to do business. So you have the money, they have the ideas. And then you can come together and work small. Don't expect the thing to be big overnight.
Okay.
One of the things that I always caution people, don't make it big overnight. Don't go to social media and make it big overnight. No. Gradually, grow slowly, below radar. So before people will see you, you have like 50, 55 clients, 100 clients, and you're making more money. And that's what you. And when you've built it properly, and you have team that you are working with, you don't have a challenge, because when they see that you are out there, they are with you. Because when you don't have a good relationship with your team members, and the time to take off, they will start resigning, they will start leaving you, and your business will not come to fruition, and that's key.
Right. Now, what about things like treasury bills, the bonds, and all of that? Is it a good investment?
It would be a good investment.
And we've heard about the Bitcoin as well, and those ones.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't talk about Bitcoin, but you see, anything that is not regulated, don't invest in it. And I know I'll be beating for it. But If Bank of Ghana decide to control Bitcoin, then you can invest in it. So anything that's unregulated, don't trade in it.
Okay.
Insurance is regulated by Insurance Commission. Banks are regulated by Bank of Ghana. Investment are regulated by Security Exchange Commission. So everything that is regulated, then you can invest in it. When it's unregulated and an issue arises, where are you going to report to the person? So the Bitcoin, you must indulge in it only if there's a regulator there. Because if anything happens, who would you go
to? All right. What about the treasury bills? And
treasury bills. Treasury bill means that it's the government or the state of Ghana requires some money. So they'll issue a paper to the general public that I am Ghana. I'm selling these treasury bills through Bank of Ghana. So when you buy the treasury bills, these are the interests that I will pay to you every quarter, every month, every year. They vary every year, every 5 years. And you sign on. So what that tend to happen is that when the period comes, they'll pay you the interest. You can decide that you would get your treasury bill amount originally invested plus the interest. Or you can say they should roll over the principal amount and give you the interest.
Okay.
So those are things that you can start with if you don't have anything to do with your money.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have anything to do with it. So you buy the treasury bill, you relax, you watch.
You don't have anything to do with your money. I like
yes,
that.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you have something to do with your money...
Don't buy treasury bills.
No, you see, the treasury bill is just... the minimum you can earn is treasury bills.
Oh, right.
And because you earn more when you're doing something that you love, you're in a business, then you wait. Because we call it in finance risk-free investment. Risk-free. So there's no risk associated with it.
Okay.
And in our world, high risk, high returns. So sometimes you have to take a risk small, and that's why you earn more. But when you buy treasury bills, it's lower risk. So the interest is not too much.
Okay.
So I would encourage treasury bills when you are in your 50s.
Okay, in your 50s?
In your 50s, because you're not aggressive anymore.
Right.
And therefore, you want your quiet life, and then you get your treasury bill coming in. Secondly, I will encourage treasury bills if and only if you don't have anything immediate. Money has come through your hands. You don't know what to do with it. Then you buy treasury bills. Why should you take your time to think about what you are going to use the money for?
Okay.
So it becomes your comfort zone.
Okay. Now, when you're going to do these bonds and these treasury bills, there are some clauses that you have to look out for. It hit Ghanaians hard. What are these clauses that we hardly read?
Which one is it? The
haircuts that came in. So because
we were
told that there were clauses we never read. So what are some of the clauses to look out for?
I mean, it wasn't the clauses per se. I mean, those who bought the bonds and things, I mean, basically, they were holding a paper. On maturity date, they will be paid. On maturity date, those who are supposed to pay the money couldn't pay the money. So they said, listen, let's go into agreement. Let me reduce it small, or let me spread it small, which is different from your original period. But sometimes it's better to have that than losing all the monies. And that's what did happen.
Okay.
So it's just an unfortunate period. And I pray that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, but are there no clauses in there that, you know, if it should, you can take the bank to court or something?
If you buy...
Because nobody could.
No, you couldn't, because if it's banks directly and you buy fixed deposit from banks, for instance, when the bank collapses, your money loses, your money also goes down with it. When you buy the government of Ghana bond, it goes with the same concept, because the holder and the person who is supposed to pay. If the country doesn't exist, your bond is worthless. So when it comes to it, they do restructuring and all those, because you don't want your bond to be worthless. So, and the government and the company is a continuum. You know, so once it's a continuum, it means that today they couldn't pay, tomorrow they will pay.
Okay.
So I'll go into some arrangement with them so that they can pay me a period to come.
Okay. Now let's look at budgeting.
Yes.
Those who are single, let's start with the singles
Yes.
before we go to the family budgeting. If I'm single and like we said, okay, all your income, I don't want to even say that your salary, your income is about 1,005. How do you budget?
When I looked at it before this program, truthfully, the single person averagely in Ghana spends about 2,800 a month.
Average
Yes.
2,800
Yes.
a month.
Paying rent, electricity, rent 500. You know, I've done all the calculation. I forgot the paper, but it's 2,800 a month because you eat at home, and when you go to work, you eat. And because you are funding it through other means, you don't know that you are spending 2,800. Because when you go to work, Joe, you have food, Charlie, make a cry. That is a cost. But because Joe paid for it, you didn't factor in. Can I get credit? Somebody buys you credit, 50 cedis, you didn't add it. So when you see that you add all the total expenses, it gives you an average figure of what I just said. And then you add, I laced it with a savings of 300. So it gives you 2,800. Then you ask yourself, how much am I earning?
Yeah, so are we magicians?
So we are, we are not really magicians. We are making some monies that, because it's not consistent, we don't want to plan with it.
Okay.
So there's windfall. Sometimes you meet your classmate, schoolmate, and then they dash you some money. It wasn't planned. So you socket it with the gap. Because everybody have a gap. Because if it's 2,800 expenditure for a month, and your proper money is 1,005, that leaves a gap of 1,003. So 1,003, we have a credit system in Ghana called Friends. We have a credit system in Ghana called Friends. Yes.
Credit system.
Yes. Called Friends. Charlie, I'm broke. Can I get 300? They gives you. That's a credit system. If you continue to pay, you can go back to take the credit again.
Yeah.
That's how the credit system works.
What about the Susu system?
Susu system is a form of savings themselves. But you have to know the Susu owner, where they are, and all those ones. Because I can't, for the life of me, that I'll contribute, and then the last 30 days, I want my money back. I can't find the Susu.
Is it advisable, though?
It depends. I don't want to spoil people's business, but it depends. It depends on the amount. If collectively, you've done it for a while, you know the people, then you can do it. What is not advisable, which is what I'll tell the Ghanaians and people, is that when you work at a place and you have 5, 6, and so let's do collective money. So this month, we'll give our money to A. Next month, we'll give our money like a certain percentage. Unless you are the first person to take the money, you will lose out. Why? Because the second month, the person who's supposed to give you yours comes back to tell you that we have a funeral. My auntie is sick. My children's school fees. It gives a story. And then it's postponed. However, if you were setting that money aside every month on your own, you can take it after the 6 months without any excuse. Because I've seen it, I've been to corporate, I've seen people fighting over it. That, as for you, always excuse. And there are some persons who take it from 3, 4 people. He's done with this, he's done with that, he's done with that. So sometimes he's broke. Because when he takes this money, then he goes here, Please, pause, reflect. What is causing you to do that? Is it your expenditure? What are the expenditure? Where can I cut? Or out of my expenditure, where can I cut? Do I buy food every day? Do I buy food out when I go to work? How about taking food to work?
Okay.
So you yourself have to reflect.
Another way of saving.
Another way of saving. Because you've cooked in the money for the family. And you're coming to work. You can dish some and put some nice, package it and bring it to work. My office, when I see my staff, most of them bring food from home. And I'm encouraged by that, which is that they won't ask for salary increase. Please, I know you are watching. But which is they are saving.
Yeah.
They themselves are saving in a way. They are bringing the food, and some is remaining and all those ones. Sometimes they eat, and some other people who don't bring food. And I watch people, those who don't bring food and they don't have money. You say, oh, Charlie with Medi, can I join you? is going to partake in the friend's business.
Yeah.
So we allow, we are not wicked in Ghanaians. We're not really wicked. That's why I said our credit system, effective one, is a friends.
Is a friend.
So we all borrow to close the gap. But let's be truthful. If you did a calculation and you notice that you have a gap, the question is, how do I fund the gap?
The gap.
How do I fund the gap? Do I fund the gap by borrowing? Or do I fund the gap by doing certain things that will close the gap?
So what are some of the things that you can do to close this gap, especially when you are planning your budget?
So if you want to close the gap, first thing is to be real with yourself and see, are these the real expenditure? Or are these inflated expenditure? Or does it include lifestyle that I can cut back? Because you have to be able to look at it critically and see where you can cut back. If you can cut back, fair enough. Then you can go back to the drawing board and say, okay, what can I really do? Maybe you can offload something that you invested in way back.
Okay.
Maybe you bought a motorbike. It's not giving you the money you want. So you can strip the asset, you can sell the asset, and use the money to close the gap. Maybe you have things in your house that you bought in the past that you didn't need.
So you have to sell them?
You have to sell them to close the gap because the expenditure are tight. So sometimes it's the same principle that is in government and everywhere. Because when you look at it, you say, oh, okay, let's sell this asset. Let's sell that asset. It's not because anybody enjoys selling assets, but it becomes critical because they cannot cut the expenditure lower it further.
When people are drawing budgets, what are some of the mistakes that they make without even knowing that they are making these mistakes?
Okay. Very, very good question. People make reference to last month I spent this and therefore this month I'm going to increase it. Last month about fuel, 10 gallons. And therefore if I multiply the fuel price by 10 gallons or 12 gallons, I'll get this. But the real deal is to look at the 10 gallons, what did I use it for? Maybe because I had car, I was driving, giving lift to too many people this distance. A friend you live in Dasuma, your friend lives in Adenta, you say, "Memo lift." That's fuel consumption. So when you take a critical look at your fuel consumption and say, oh, I did too many things that is not good for me, then you end up reducing your fuel to 6.
Okay.
So anything you're doing the budget, do from zero-based budget to zero. What is the reality on the ground? Not a percentage increase on last month. If you were eating 3 times a day, as at last month, and you are planning 3 times a day, maybe I'm putting on weight. Isn't it high time I do twice a day?
But there are people who can't do twice a day.
Because they haven't gotten there yet. If it is that your source of income is locked, and it is that you can do, you will squeeze. You would squeeze. Necessity is the mother of invention. You will do something, you will squeeze.
That's so true. Now, if you haven't sent in your messages yet, you can still send it to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Shala will be here to read all your messages, and so keep the messages coming. Charles Mensah is walking us through how we can actually invest to make some good money this year, because we don't want to waste money. There are so many things that we do that cause us to lose money. The mistakes that we do. There are some common mistakes that we do in the beginning of the year, right? Yeah. What are some of them?
Carrying challenges from previous years. For instance, Christmas, you did big parties, you borrowed to do a lot of things, you carried a debt to the following year. So to start the year, you are carrying a debt, and therefore you cannot even think beyond. Because just when you're about to think, the person you borrowed the money from is at your house. It's at your house, it's coming to collect the money. And that can distract you. And because of that, when you're looking for a job that can take you far, you look for quick fixes. Quick fixes doesn't sustain. Quick fixes are always temporary. So quick fixes doesn't sustain at all. So it's important that you look at it critically. When you come to other major problems are when it is not in the budget, don't spend. You don't expect a visitor, family visitor, and then we have a family visitor. When you spend, you are going outside your budget.
Outside your budget.
So, for me, I encourage people, when you are going to the market, please go with cash.
Okay.
So that when you spend and your pocket is empty, you come home.
Is it advisable to use mobile money to make payments?
If you can control the limits.
Okay.
Because when you have mobile money that you don't have a limit, because the money is there, so anybody, you are paying, you spend.
You spend. Okay.
So if you're going to the market, I mean, that's the first thing that you should start. If you're going to market weekly and your average spend is 500 cedis, please go to the market with 500 cedis and make it a mark. Because sometimes our people go to the market because he knows the tomato seller and he doesn't have money, he will end up crediting tomato, end up crediting fish, which means that he has affected next week's savings. So sometimes we do things that the trouble is there. Squeeze this week, so next week you can start on the right
But then it means that we might not be able to enjoy.
enjoyment.
Because it looks like we have to keep restricting ourselves.
No,
you know,
not
if
quite.
it is banku, I should eat banku, sir.
No. There's something
maybe
called
tomorrow I want you know, tolo bifi and all of that.
there's something called high life account.
Okay.
You see, high life,
Which one is the high life account?
high life account is that after you built your own expenditure, that you're paying rent, 500. But you end up negotiating well, so you end up paying 450. 50 is there. Then electricity, averagely you're paying 200. But because now you're efficient at putting things off, you're saving 20 cedis on it.
Okay.
So your life has been improved in a way by looking at your expenditure pattern and what causes it. That savings that you've done there is a high life account.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you've squeezed yourself small and the money has come. Enjoy small. One beer for the weekend is not bad. That's the point I'm trying to make. So out of your expenditure thing, maybe transport to office. You plan for 1,000 cedis, but you're getting a lift from a colleague. So you're saving money. That means high life account money is being increased. So until and unless you have that squeeze, that efficiency reduction for your high life account, then you can enjoy.
Well, it looks like we all have to have a high life account. If you don't have a high life account yet, then you need to get it now. Do you guys have high life accounts? Well, it's my first time hearing of anything called high life accounts, I must say. But anyway, maybe one day we'll have Afrobeat accounts as well. Loy Shola David is on standby. Hi, girl.
Hi, Mama.
How are you?
I'm almost emotional because I haven't seen you in a few, weeks, and all of a sudden I see you and you're glowing, girl.
Shola can give vibes like, yo.
Why you guys, didn't you miss me? Did you miss me?
Oh, we miss you.
Like, I was sitting in my house and every day I was looking at my phone. I said, when is Change is gonna come back? Because,
we here
I gotta come and
we're
just...
Here. We're here.
All right,
We're here.
all right.
You're looking fabulous.
Thank you so much, Mama. You look
beautiful.
amazing. You're stunning.
Thank
but you
you.
see, I wouldn't be looking nice like this if somebody didn't clothe me. You understand?
Okay.
So thank you so much to Sobali.clothing. They made me look amazing. I wish I could give you a 360, but you see, I won't do that right now. I'm gonna do it some other time. But yes, obviously people are watching, and I mean, it's 2025. People have missed you, and it's looking
And we
good
missed
already.
them too.
Of course. And also the band is here.
The band,
I'm
yes.
part of their band. They just didn't tell you. Please, will you tell them I'm part of the band, lead singer. So when we finish, we'll sing one song for all of you. But yes, we have messages in here, and we're going to take them. So this one says that saving money is how I was able to grow my farm. Now, I have many acres of land, and it's because I started saving little by little years ago. So it's really good to save. Yeah, I think we can all agree with that. This one says that, Rosalind, I missed your beautiful self on our TV screens. Thank you for coming back.
I miss you too.
true. And this one says that, please talk about something or events organization. Sometimes you have to plan to bring out a big event, either entertainment event or educational event. And because you lack funds, it makes you, or it doesn't make you take the step. Do you know 90% of the youth have bigger plans, but they don't just need money to kickstart? They need motivation. All right, sure. So we will motivate you as well. This one says that no one really talks about proper planning. You have money and it vanishes without any planning. And we blame the system. The system is hard, but listen, you can save some money. So no matter how hard Ghana is, no matter how hard the system is, you can save some money. And this one says that, Rosalind, I missed your beautiful self on the screen. I think I've already said that. This one says, saving money is how I was able to grow my farm. I've also said that. And this one says, I have been scammed. I've been scammed by a Susu group I joined 5 years ago.
Susu group, eh?
Since then, it's been quite difficult to save. Sir, do you think it's advisable to join another one? Because after that, I haven't been able to save properly. And this one says, hi to you too. So please do keep the messages coming to our WhatsApp page. Obviously, we're here. We're going to be reading all of it for you. So, yes, Mama?
Yeah, so you see, the thing is, this is a group. You spoke about it. Not the best of things to do at all.
At all. If you can, have this YAM phone and put your Momo number on it and leave it at home.
Okay.
So that when you finish selling, you want to do your susu, you transfer 20 cedis onto your Momo account.
Okay, so it becomes a savings.
You can, yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
I always, no, the thing is, I can save on my Momo, but it's the easiest access to money for me.
No, but from what he's saying, that you get another phone that you don't use, that has Momo.
That's why I use YAM phone.
YAM.
Keep it at home.
Keep it at home.
Oh.
Keep it at home.
So
you see, I'll give you an example. We had a training program for Kaswa market women and beyond. And each time they were robbed. So I told them the same principle. Leave the phone at home. So when they close, they go to the nearest Momo joint and do the Momo there. And the money sits on the phone. Unless they have something to do, where they take the Momo phone and do it at home. And they leave the phone at home. So, because it's basically your money. It's basically a form. So when you decide to do 20 cedis a day on your Momo phone, you are building it. And because the phone is not with you, you are not going to spend.
Right.
But if it's with you,
will
so that one, it receives only.
Okay.
Make the conscious effort. But when you leave, it's just like you open a bank account and put some money in there. When you come out of the bank and you say, oh, actually, I have some small money at the bank, I make I go to the bank. Then you will end up going to the bank every day. And these days, too, that the banks are connected and it's linked, you end up transferring from the bank to your Momo account and then spending it. So that when I see the people doing that, I just watch.
But you need self-control. Because there are people that will put their monies there, and anytime they need extra money, they quickly run to that phone, and they use that money. So they're never able to save.
I've never, since 15 years ago, I've never used ATM card. Because those days, my friend and I had ATM cards. And you know, ATM, your limit is daily. We used to go and hang out at one of the banks, High Street, at 11:40. We will cash out and wait 12:05, and then we'll cash out again. Then we'll go to the club, and we're spending.
Wow.
One day, I looked at my bank statement, and I realized that, Charlie, I spent too much money. We took the cards, and that's it. We haven't used card again. In the same way, the bank card, unless I'm traveling, that one I put the exact amount that I want to spend. I have money, but I don't want to be somebody who just spend. No. Every money that you have has a purpose. If someone dashes you money, take it from me, viewers. If someone dashes you money, which is a windfall, trust me, there's an expenditure tomorrow coming. You are just a vehicle that the money came to pass through. If you spend that money and the trouble come in 2 weeks' time, you ask yourself, how am I going to? I don't have money. Maybe your auntie somewhere is coming to ask you for hospital fee, charge. Small, you had a dash, but you didn't apply your mind to it. So sometimes when you have an unplanned revenue coming through to you, which is windfall,
you don't spend it?
You don't spend it. If you spend a little bit.
Okay.
Because during the day, you didn't plan that today all of you are going to receive 1,000 cedis. You didn't plan. Here you come, activity happens, and then you get 1,000. And then you start spending. Immediately you spend that 1,000, your lifestyle adjusts up. And tomorrow, you want to maintain there, and you can't get there, and then you end up doing things that you regret.
Wow. I mean, I've learned so much. I think we have some more messages. Okay,
yes, just 2 more. This one says that, good afternoon, please. Is it advisable to build a house as a young man, or is it advisable to rent and use the money for business? And this one says that, hi, please, how can you do a proper budget as a young lady who is not married?
So which one do I take first? Housing. I mean, if you can afford it, then build it. But if you don't have what it takes to build it, then go into a mortgage system.
Okay.
So that you have use of the house immediately, so that you won't pay rent, because your rent is the same as the mortgage loan that you are servicing. But if you don't have it, then you work towards it.
But looking at how our city is, our city keeps depreciating, keeps smiling at our faces, you know, like, hello, they will depreciate. What do you do? Is mortgage advisable?
I always laugh because it depends on, I mean, it's on case-by-case basis. If your salary or your income here is adjusted in such a way that it's like you're earning dollars in Ghana, then you can go into that.
Okay.
You go to a workplace where the workplace pays you accommodation allowance. Because some work pays accommodation allowance. And if you allow that accommodation allowance to be part of your salary, you may spend it.
Okay.
So you can decide that you go into mortgage. So it's on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
On the question of the budget for the lady, I think first thing is to start recording, because you haven't done some before, so start recording your daily expenditure for the next 2 weeks. It will give you a certain pattern. So everything that you spend money on daily, right, it will be some inconvenience at the day, because you write them. This is how much I spent. Water, this is how much I spent. This, just write it for the first 2 weeks. And then you look at it, it gives you your own expenditure pattern. After all, what is budget? Budget is the future plan of expenditure to be incurred. So once you've done the expenditure, then the future means that you are multiplying it by 2, by 3, or you are cutting it back. So write your daily expenditure down in a small notebook and go through it. You'll be embarrassed after 2 weeks to go through it. Hey, did I spend that? You know, what really did I get out of that? You just have to be truthful to what you are writing. Write it. Don't write different figure. Write what you really spend, and then use that as a criteria to plan your future.
Charles, thank you so much. And
you.
For us, we are definitely going to budget well. I don't know how many of you keep writing down how you spend. You don't, right? Neither do you have the high life. For me, that's what I'm going to take from it. Shola, do you know about the high life?
No, I just heard it, and I heard you say Afrobeats. It's like
All right, Charles, thank you so much for
Thank you
being
for
here.
having me.
We are very grateful, and we have learned so much from you. And so on that note, guys, I know you've learned so much. I want us to take a break. Now, it is a new season. It's a banger season, Shola. And talking about that, of course, we have one big artist who is gracing our studios. He's actually my favorite artist, you know. I love him. I love him to bits. I've loved him since 2004, and I still love this man. Kwabena Kwabena will be in the studio, guys. So we'll take a quick break on this note, and when we come back, we'll have Kwabena Kwabena joining us. Do stay.
The family call, no. Yeah, I that girl no me, go tell my love. me God, oh. Daddy, no me. God, tell my Lord. I did not know. The concession about let's go. Shake. Oh, Lolo, oh, ah. Chuchunya de susu oncho mechi jojo ameto timati ya ore wanukata magana mujaka agena gawale shenora eliole shunye makunolo finya mama lolo yemola Sunye makunalo, finya mama, no, you won't love, yeah. You won't there, the makuno, I need no longer, yellow, you won't there, the makuno, yeah. Woo! What's that? Baby, ti won him say my fame. I feel say I see fame man. Say I only when I'm in the south for my own. I can't only me I ain't to know I'm a film over. You're too sexy. You're too bad. You're too naughty. That's it. Me to talk to mama ni out here. Me she say oh me a moment. Me to talk to mama who feel me really said so go bien si always me a no. Chochomuto. Say gonna go as any moto de me a. Chochomuto. Say grow me ni mister no ne me a no. Chochomuto. Say grow me ni mister se ne me a no. Chochomuto. Wouldn't say she ain't she. Who next that's so who a very culture. See, we say the very innocent. Pretty girl sound your own processing. You see she ain't she. When I super on X, see a very culture. We say the very innocent. Pretty girl sound your own processing. You say me and Obi, Obi I could don't clear me and Obi at the portrait, dear now. Me and Obi at the palm, baby, me and Obi. Chochomuto, what's that? Woo! Yeah, man. Sing hard like music.
You know what, guys? So, Odikro Band is doing it. Like, they are really killing it. They are killing it. But we have a superstar coming in as well. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you sure? I'm not feeling your vibe. It's like you're ready, but you're not ready, Bisano. You know? So we have the man who is coming to the building. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the one and only Kwabena Kwabena.
Let's go. Yeah, I am going to go see a suffering. Only baby that I'm Me jamming up for miles and me to go kakarata. Oh, uncle on me down for ya kana. Oh, to some of your body and me na. We me na send you. We come for one to come uncle afa. Yeah, we just say mobi kika. Me jump mama na see me ting. Eh, it never dream me so.
Wow. Odikroban, thank you. Kwabena, welcome.
Hi, Rosie.
What do you think of Odikroban?
Amazing.
They're amazing. Give them a round of applause.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Many happy returns. My favorite artist.
Thank you. Oh my God.
But you know that.
I know.
Yeah.
Since you like
2004.
You like a #1 fan.
Yes. and I just love everything that
That's
you do.
right.
Your music, your style, your fashion style.
Thank you.
You know, over the years it's evolved.
Yep.
Yeah.
It has. I mean, of course, there's been lots of changes here and there.
Yeah.
And, you know, we try to keep up and make sure we always
Yeah. You're always there. Your outfit is fabulous.
Thank you so much. This is Ahobrasia Couture. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now, is there a reason for the rebranding?
Yes, of course. I mean, it's very important for every brand to evolve over the time, and you always need to make sure that the brand is appealing almost every time.
Right.
I mean, I'll give you examples. I mean, when you look at the big brands all over the world, you realize that every now and then they rebrand, they change ads. I mean, they do lots to the product. So I am a product, so.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So is this you, or we'll see a different Kwabena Kwabena over time?
Of course, I mean, the brand will be evolving over time.
Okay.
So by all means, I mean, as you see Kwabena Kwabena today, tomorrow you might not see it that way. It will be something different.
Something else.
Something more appealing. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So like you like to change, is that what it is? So
Yes.
should we expect to see some hair on Kwabena Kwabena?
You're asking me to go to Istanbul, right?
Now it's possible. Anything is possible. So should we expect it one day?
No, that's not possible. I love to spot my, my shiny hair.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is that an inspiration behind your nails, though? We saw a change in nails as well over the period.
Of course, I mean, it's something that I love to do. It keeps my hands clean, keeps my fingers clean. So.
Okay. Why you used to chew your nails?
You know that story already.
Oh, so this actually made you stop.
Exactly. This actually made me, start to love what I have on my nails, and then at least it kept my fingers clean.
No, I don't know how some of you manage to deal with negativity on social media. Right. You, in particular, people come at you, they bash you. How do you handle it?
It's normal. It's very normal. I mean, people have their own opinion about everything. And as a human being, of course, you cannot have everybody loving you. You have other people who have other perception about you, and that's what keeps you going. So for me, I embrace them all, and sometimes I don't even hear it.
Oh, you don't hear it at all?
Yeah, I don't even hear it at all.
How is it that you don't hear it?
Yeah, because I'm focused on what I'm doing, and I'm always thinking about how I'm going to improve as a person, and I'm always thinking about how I'm going to go on with my career, think about my fans, what I'm going to give my fans next, and all of that. So that gets me too busy to hear negativity.
To hear the negative things. Yes. See, they love you. I love you more.
Thank you so much.
And you know my favorite song already, right? Okay.
Yep.
So if Kwabena Kwabena didn't know my favorite song, I would have been surprised. Because every time I meet you, I say, you are not going without singing my favorite song. And he's definitely going to sing my favorite song before you go.
Most definitely.
You know, and 2024 has been good. It was good to you.
2024 was super amazing. I owe God a debt of gratitude. I mean, and I can't be more than grateful to God for what He's done or what He did for me in 2024. And 2025 has even started even bigger, and I know that 2025 is going to be better than 2024.
Will you call 2024 your comeback year?
The comeback began in 2023. And everything about us rebranding and, post-COVID, and I mean, everything that we had to do for the brand to, appeal to the masses and to appeal to our fans out there. Like, everything started in 2023, but 2024 actually manifested lots that we did in terms of rebranding in 2023. And, you know, God being so good, 2025, we're here, and it's going to be better.
Bigger and better.
That's right.
Yes. And for some funny reason, 2024 being a political year, we didn't really see you associating yourself with any political party.
You know, enough of politics. I mean, I'm a musician, and I need to be able to stay as neutral as possible because I need to appeal to almost everybody.
Yeah.
And we have one Ghana, and we all pray for the betterment of our nation. So, for me, I'll say politics is on hold for now.
For now. But some people actually said that what happened in 2020, 2016 probably was a reason why you decided to stay off political scene in 2020.
What actually happened in
maybe,
2016?
you know, you went through a few issues where maybe some Ghanaians bashed you for supporting a political party or doing a song for a political party.
You know, I mean, for that, I wouldn't say that is a problem because, I mean, in spite of everything, everybody has a side.
That's
of
so
course,
true.
when you went into the booth to go and vote, you actually voted for somebody.
Yep.
So I don't see why somebody must have a problem with somebody else's choice. We must be able to be tolerant enough. It's just not okay for people to abuse people politically, like to insult when you are, I mean, you have a different opinion from the other person. That's something which we shouldn't encourage. But for me, I don't see it as a problem. I think that at every point in time, I can decide to throw my weight behind anybody. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't really have a side.
You don't?
My
really
side
have?
is Ghana.
Okay.
Exactly. So at every point in time, if I feel this particular individual is going to help the nation, why not? Yeah, exactly. I mean, for me, I think I'm excited about what's happening in the country right now. It's so obvious that everybody needed some changes, and the change happened. And that's good for Ghana.
That's good for Ghana.
Exactly.
Now, if you want to be a part of the conversation, you can send your messages to us on 055-157-5757. Ask Kwabena all the questions. He's here. Today, he's going to answer all your questions, okay? Now, he's on the hot seat, and he'll answer all the questions.
The seat is hot already.
Yes, this is hot. So send it to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Of course, we have an amazing band, Odikro Band. And they are amazing. They are also here, and they are giving us fantastic tunes.
Right.
So be a part of the conversation. Shola will be here to read all your messages. What questions do you have for the man, Kwabena Kwabena? He's my favorite musician, though.
I
love every song that
Thank you
have
so much.
dropped.
Thank you so much.
From, you know,
From Asa up until today, to Famia, to Famisa.
Famisa.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
and your gospel songs. You know, every time you come for an interview, I actually go into your spirituality.
Right, right.
But you still don't go to church?
Yes, but I speak to God every time, every moment of my life.
How do you do it?
You see, it's one of the things I will do. I mean, in the course of the year, I will start fellowshipping again.
Wow.
By all
I like
means,
that.
I will. I just put it on hold for some obvious reasons, and I just had some personal things I had to deal with before I get back into fellowshipping with a congregation. But then I am still very spiritual. I love God so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
know you love God.
I couldn't do anything without God.
Did something happen that made you stop going to
No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I only decided to, take the back seat a little bit and then, focus on other things, and then again to build myself as an individual before I get back into the congregation. Because, I mean, there were certain things which were not actually sitting well with me anytime I'm in the midst of the congregation.
Like
and
what?
It's like most of the times I always feel like the focus has to be God. The focus shouldn't be a certain celebrities in the church. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's always got me uncomfortable a little bit because...
So anytime you went to church, they were
Yes,
giving you all the attention and not on
exactly.
God like
You could feel it. You could feel it sometimes, you know. I mean, every other week there will be a particular sermon and your name will be mentioned. And it's quite a bit uncomfortable. I just want to be in the congregation, feel like just every other person in church, and let God be the celebrity.
Yeah. Come to my church.
Yeah.
Who mind yourself?
Yeah. I would love that.
Come to my church. I'll invite you to church.
I would love that.
And if you come to church and my pastor mentions your name, don't come again because my pastor won't mention your name.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Okay.
Yes.
So now it's time to come back to church.
Yeah, it's time. It's time to come back to church, and I will by all means this year.
We love that.
Yeah.
So now, do you think that Ghanaians are too harsh on you as Kwabena Kwabena?
You know, I can't say that, but then I can say that it's a Ghana thing. You know, Ghanaians love to, I want to use a better word, love to say things they don't know. We love rumor. We love konkonsa. You won't say yes. Like it's part of our culture, so it's come to stay. You know, people say things they have no proof of. And that's quite a bit worrying. But me, it doesn't really bother me because I look at myself every day and I'm proud of what God has done for me and how God made me. And that's enough for me. I mean, you can have your own opinion, but then if you take the time to know me as a person, then you can be able to form your opinion very well about me. But then if you don't know me and you think you have an opinion, that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
But you know, when we sit back, we have a way of, or we form a certain notion about people. It's like we judge a book by its cover.
That's right.
Do you think Ghanaians are too expectant of Kwabena Kwabena? Because maybe we see the Kwabena Kwabena, the songs that he's churning out are supposed to be love songs and all. So he's supposed to be an angel. There shouldn't be any negativity. Kwabena.
That's unfortunate because I'm human. The Bible says there's none righteous. So if you think I need to be righteous or I need to be upright, then you are not actually being fair to me. I am a human being and I cannot be perfect. I cannot be. Yeah, so I will have my flaws.
You have your flaws.
And you must be able to understand that and embrace it as well.
Have they been able to understand your
I mean, that's a part two I cannot worry about.
But initially, when Ghanaians started you know, coming at you, bloggers started coming at you for some of the things that they saw on social media or stuff like that, and they came at you saying that, no, Kwabena Kwabena that we admire so much, our idol cannot do that. How did you feel about it?
You know, you see, in this life, right, anytime things like that happen, it mostly come from the circle, from the people within. You know what I mean? I mean, in the past, I have gone through certain things which I thank God that with silence, God himself has restored me. And I believe that with time, God will expose all those people. Because there were, I went through things, I was a victim, but then it looked as if it was the other way around. You know what I mean? So,
what are some of the things that you were...
Like I said, I wouldn't want to, really, you know, I want to let sleeping dogs lie. Because God being so good, we are in 2025, and he has restored me. So I need to look forward. He has. God has really restored me.
So those moments, did it break you?
It did. Of course, I'm human. It did. I went through, I mean, a very tough period because you wake up in the morning and you get to things or you get to hear things about you which is not accurate, and you could tell that the whole idea or the whole agenda is to bring this beautiful thing God has done down to the drain. And I mean, there were people actually behind it. I know that for a fact.
Your friends?
I mean, I will not go into it. What I will say is, I thank God for their lives. I thank God for my life. at the right time, God will expose them.
God definitely will expose.
Exactly.
Now, I think you granted an interview on Hits FM and said a few things.
Yeah.
And it looks as if social media is not taking it lightly at all. I want us to take a look at what Kwabena Kwabena said before he explains himself, because we need to understand.
Do you want when was this? This was like how many years ago?
No, this was just, I think, let's take a look at the video.
Okay. Believe you me, I am a father. And how I feel within me about the children I have and how I love them, I don't think any man hates their own children.
Oh, no.
Or his own children. So if you find any man in a situation or in a position where it looks as if he doesn't have a relationship with his children, or it looks as if he's not around, mostly 90% is caused by the mothers.
Hey, Kwabena.
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I know.
Say it's caused by their mothers.
Yeah. You see, you admitted to something.
That we become favorites.
You now competing with a man you had the children with to become the favorite. Now, that's very unfortunate. You are both parents. Why should there be a favorite? That's the question. And speaking from experience, that's how I grew up. Of course, at a point, we all grew up not really liking our father.
Yeah.
Until I became older, until I became an adult. That is when I developed a personal relationship with my father. Not to say that my mom did something wrong, but I can only attribute it to that attention and that jealousy. And women, I'd say, probably don't see the impact of these things. They don't see. That's how I want to put it, because I can say my own mom is guilty of something like that until a point where she realized that no, this was wrong. It's like I was trying to get them all to.
I just want to know, do you have a change of mind?
2023.
You said
we are in 2025.
Yeah. Change of mind?
You see, if you listen critically to what I said, okay, you get an understanding or the impulse of what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Not to say anything derogative or anything against women. No. You see, all I was trying to put across was our setting, okay, our setting sometimes makes fathers look like they are not there or they are not close to their children. Remember my example. How do we even celebrate Father's Day in this country?
Okay.
You see,
How do you celebrate?
See, men don't talk. Men don't, bring out our frustration or our pain because you are supposed to be a man. Okay? But then, believe you me, men are really going through it. Men are really, really going. If men will start, talking or saying what they really go through at the hands of, the opposite sex.
But we'll also admit that some men are actually irresponsible.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's very true. I mean, of course, there are some very, there are some men out there who are almost saying,
Yeah.
I mean, exactly.
Very responsible.
And in the same vein, there are some women who are actually doing certain things, almost say murdering. So you see, I mean, probably maybe people are talking about because of the percentage I placed on it. But then I was speaking from my own experience growing up, okay, and the things we actually experienced, you know what I mean? So I only wanted to advise that, you see, in the home, we must be able to give room for kids to be able to enjoy both parties very well so that both parties can have a better impact on the children. That's all I was trying to say.
Right. Very, very, very good.
Yeah.
But in the instance where you are trying, but the other party is not available.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
And that happens in both ways.
Yeah.
You see, we cannot say it happens both ways. There are times when some mothers are also not there for their kids.
Yeah.
And there are times when some fathers are not there for their kids. So we must be able to strike the balance very well. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that we both need to be there for the children. You know what?
Yeah. So now I hope social media will understand what Kwabena Kwabena meant. Kwabena Kwabena did not mean harm. He meant that as...
You see the men are saying thank you.
He's spoken for you guys.
But you kasa pena fe ya so yemu. You know what?
No.
Yes. Yes, men go through it, you know. Rosalind, men go through it a lot. But then, you see, we are not allowed to speak. We are not allowed to...
Kwabena, what is your breaking point?
You know, you see, sometimes I feel like the world as a whole, it's designed for a woman to be comfortable.
Is it not a man's world?
It is a man's world, but it's nothing without a woman in it. God himself realized that. That's why he created Eve for Adam. And the process by which a woman was created, everything shows that a woman must be comfortable.
Yeah.
So, no doubt about that. And every man knows that.
Yeah.
Believe you me, every man, every man knows that he must be responsible for his woman. Every man should know that. If you don't know this basic thing, then you are not a man. Every man knows that he must provide for his woman.
Yeah.
It's basic.
It's basic. Yeah.
It's so natural. So if a man is not being responsible, nobody is endorsing that. It's not a good thing. That man needs to check himself very well. But then a man your brain. Your brain.
But you know, I think everybody in their battle, right?
Yeah.
For you, Kwabena, what's your battle as a man?
My battle as a man. I want to be a man always. And so I see battles as, you know, they must come for me to fight them. And as a man, yes, I need to fight my battles.
You fight.
And that's what makes me a man.
That's what makes you a man. I like that. You know, you're the Mr. Lover. Oh, Mr. Lover.
Yes.
How does it feel like, you know, knowing that you're Mr. Lover? Everybody loves you.
It's normal. I can't complain about that. I mean, God made me so. And yes, of course, I must love my woman and make sure my woman is good. So.
But there's so many women, you know, trying to be Kwabena Kwabena's woman.
Yeah, but I can only have one.
And so you have only one?
I can only have one. I can only have one.
So you have one?
Yeah.
Hey, Kwabena Kwabena.
Yeah. Yeah.
One.
Yes.
Sending your messages to us on 055-157-5757, And of course, we still have a Decro band here, and they will be singing for us. Kwabena Kwabena actually has a program coming up. Now, this Valentine, front row seaters. I'm going to be a front row seater.
Yes.
She's going to tell us about it, and I know the ladies can't wait to be there. I want us to take a look at what has been happening over the years at his concert, and then we come back and talk about the concert.
Yeah.
And 14th of January, February, what am I saying? 14th of February, Mr. Leverman will be having his concert. And we know you have sent in a lot of your messages. Shola is here. Shola?
You know, I was going to tell you that I have like literal goosebumps.
I know, right?
He hasn't started singing.
Yeah.
But I have goosebumps.
Hey.
Like, that's how good this
Like,
man
you know,
is. Just seeing him alone, he oozes.
Kwabena, you have goosebumps? My goodness, wow.
Kwabena, I can be your backing vocalist.
You want to
Have
be?
I told you how talented I am?
Okay.
I could have sung for you, but you see, people may be jealous.
We'll try. The band is here.
No, let's not do it in front of people. Let's do it backstage, okay?
Okay, we'll meet
so,
back.
yeah, if you see me on the
We'll meet
stage with
backstage.
Kwabena Kwabena, just know that it's because I'm his backing vocalist,
That's
okay?
right.
Yeah. Anyway, we have comments because obviously a legend is sitting in the seat. And people are enthused, people
The
are
seat
happy.
is hot.
It's
Very.
hot.
Very hot.
Yeah, it is hot. It is hot.
And I think it will get hotter than this, right?
It will.
Yeah, of course, because Rosemary is
see.
sitting close to you. Of course it would. So we have a lot of messages, as I
Right.
said, and I'm going to take a few of them. Ooh, can you see?
I can see all the messages.
Can you see?
Wow.
Can you see?
Wow.
All right, so let's go into it. This one says that, good afternoon, please. Am I supposed to draw budget for my salary at the beginning of every month? So that was from our previous conversation. This one says that, God bless you for this amazing program. Please, I have 10,000 CDs and I want to invest. Please, what will be the best option for me? So this is from our old conversations.
Mutual fund, the person can invest.
And
in
then
mutual fund.
this one says that, hi, good afternoon. I love your dance. You look so amazing in your outfit. All right, Rosalind,
Thank you.
enjoying your little dancey dance. This one says, so are you really a pesco bar? I don't call pesco.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, the pescans. Oh, I
Exactly.
see.
Yeah.
This one says, good afternoon, Ma. I'm enjoying your show. Keep it up. The legendary is here. And it says, this is Collins from Edubiase. This one says, good afternoon, Kwabena Kwabena. In fact, you look good. This is
He does
Vanessa
look good.
from Tandy. This one says that, I just love Kwabena Kwabena. He's my celebrity crush, and I'm just
Hey.
smiling plenty. Yo.
Hey.
This is Frida from Nima. This one says, hello, Queen Rosalind. It's Tina Baby here. Please,
Tina.
I've got a special request. Can you please ask Kwabena Kwabena 2 things for me? Is he currently dating? And when can we expect his new single? All
Okay.
right. No, this
Please
question
let him answer before you move
Yeah,
on.
'cause it's on my heart. I wanna know.
Are you dating?
For now, I'm not dating, but I'm talking to somebody.
Ooh, okay.
No, Kwabena. Hold on. Kwabena, is this serious? They're talking, because you can talk to other people, you know.
No, like I'm talking to one particular person.
So it's serious.
Yes, because if it goes well, we can go far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the person do you like?
Say again.
What about the person do you like?
Her personality and how soft the person is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Shola is disappointed though.
Oh, it's not that. You see, I'm also very soft, but it's fine. This one says, KK, my boss, I'm guilty for being stuck with a married woman because I'm singing Obiasa. Obiasa ne abotre.
Oh, yeah, Obiasa. All right.
Please, I need your advice I tried, sir. She's not letting me go.
Did you say somebody's wife?
He said he sang that song and now he's stuck with someone's wife.
Please,
Hey.
please, no, get detached. Someone's wife is not a good idea.
But your music was him there. That's how good that song is.
No, someone's wife is not a good idea.
And this one says, Kwabena doesn't flaunt his children on social media. What are his reasons why he hides his family? Do you want to answer that
Yes,
before I
think
take my
you should
next one?
answer.
It's simple. I think they are still under 18, and it's not up to me to put them out there because they probably might want to have their private lives, and so when they are matured enough and they want me to do that, then I mean I cannot go against their will out there. I want them to enjoy life as juveniles,
Yeah.
enjoy their lives as kids, and be
kids.
able to do their own thing, and then they don't walk on the streets and be able to like be free. Yeah,
How many are they?
3 of them.
3. That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Yeah. 2 boys and a girl.
Oh, wow. That's lovely.
There's
Are we going to
more.
go more?
Hopefully.
How many more?
Yeah, maybe if I could have a pension baby, I'll be happy.
Okay, so
One more.
Okay,
Yeah.
1. You said 2 more.
I was going to say 4 more, but
4,
you know, anyway,
really?
Kwabena
Yeah.
Kwabena was my #1 mentor before, but not now, no, because he couldn't make any song for Nanado during the hardship. But all the way, he's one of the best high life musicians I know. And this is Richard Akpe. This one says that, please ask Kwabena Kwabena, during the last year election, did he not see anything good in all the political parties? That's why he did not support any of them, since he said he is for Ghana. This is Lawrence. This one also says, watching you live from Kumasi, Kwabena Kwabena, you do all. This one says that, Rosie, I want to know if he is as sensual in real life as he is on stage, because watching this man perform alone can make you want to marry him, I'm telling you. I am, like, this one, the person asked the question for me. So are you as sensual as you are on stage, in real life? Does it reflect in your real life?
It's not up for me to say. It's up for you to experience me. If you have the opportunity to experience me, I cannot say that. I cannot. But then I am what I am on stage because I want to always live the music and make sure that whoever is listening to or whoever is watching me on stage can actually have an understanding of what I'm doing. So.
Yeah. This one says that, my name is Shalomina, and I really love Kwabena music a lot.
She her picture.
Her picture. She said that to her. Shalomina. Here's a woman. What is for you? Shalomina. There's still more. It says, Kwabena, no. My sister will cry if she sees this interview of you claiming one woman. Kwabena, me too, I once was in Kwasco. Okay, then talk to my sister, Christabel.
Kwasco.
Yes, and this one says, hi, Kwabena, I love you so much, and you're my favorite person.
Thank you.
I really do love you so much. Can I be your friend?
Hey.
He has friends already, it's okay. This one says, it doesn't matter what they say about you, Kwabena. My love for you will never end, and I will still be your biggest fan. The name is Mariam from Kumasi. Right. Good afternoon. I'm Kujo, and I'm watching you live. Kwabena Kwabena, he's a great man. I just like him. And this one says, hey, prettiest, amazing show. Kindly tell Kwabena Kwabena he's blowing my mind this afternoon. Bro,
Kwabena,
go higher, bro.
Wait. How is your inbox like?
It's pretty interesting.
You get all these messages in your inbox.
I'm mostly not there.
Okay.
I'm mostly not there.
Okay.
So, I mean, I get to see it sometimes, but I'm mostly not in my inbox. Yeah.
Because that'll be high.
Wow.
Does your woman know people appreciate it? Because I'm telling you, if I was his woman, we gonna fight. Because what do you mean? Like, so does she know that, this is what she's signing up for? Because I'm not sure it will ever stop.
Yeah, you see, what it is it's about what I am giving her. So it's not about, what's coming from out there. I mean, she understands who I am and what I do, and of course, this will never stop. This will never stop.
It's not going to stop. Now let's talk about the Valentine program.
Yep. On Valentine's Day, of course, as we do every year.
You've been doing this for how long?
I've been doing this since 2014. Wow. But then we did 2014 up until 2017, and then we took a little break, and then COVID hit. Yeah. And then we came back in 2022. 2023, 2024, and now 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been an amazing journey. The fans have always come out there to celebrate Valentine with me. And of course, we need to celebrate our loved ones as well on Valentine's. So there ain't no better way to do it but to do it at the Grand Arena with, with my friends. Of course, there will be so many guest artists coming on board to entertain you guys. And this time around, it's going to be special because this is my 20th anniversary. This is my 20th year in the industry.
Yeah, I was telling you, we met in 2004, right?
2004, exactly. So, this year is so special for me. We're going to be launching the 20th anniversary. That is ASO at 20 at the event. And then we'll roll out things that we'll be doing. Of course, there will be a nationwide tour. There will be a world tour, ASO at 20. It's going to be amazing. So on the 14th of February, you need to be at the Grand Arena. You just have to be there. I'm going to be in full flight
Yeah?
I'm going to be performing well over 2 hours, every song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My favorite song as well.
Every song.
Every song.
Every
Please,
song.
Aso. Who is Aso, though?
Aso is just the name I picked for a song.
Are you sure Aso doesn't exist?
Aso doesn't exist, you know. At the time I did Aso, I was very single and not married, so it couldn't have been anybody.
Oh, but there was somebody, but you decided not to use the person.
Matter of fact, Aso is just the name I picked to suit the music. You know what I mean? And yeah, Aso is quite a popular name.
Very popular now. Aso. Okay.
It's quite a popular name.
Yeah. So 20 years it is.
20 years it is since we released Aso. We released Aso in 2005, August 2005. Yeah, so come this August, it will be exactly 20 years. And we'll do something very special.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I know you have friends on board as well. Who are some of your friends coming up?
We'll have Kiddy on the night.
Okay.
We'll have Kim Promise on the night. We'll have Olive the Boy on the night. We'll have Famia on the night. Of course, my sisters too will be coming. I'm not going to be putting them out there. I have some surprises,
Surprises as well. Okay.
For you. So it's going to be amazing. They're all coming through to come and make the night a beautiful one. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be, a celebration, of course. Like we did last year. It's going to be a one-stop shop. On Valentine's Day, I need you to bring your baby into the auditorium.
Wow.
Because there will be everything to eat, everything to drink.
Oh, we are eating?
Yes, you will be nibbling.
Love food.
We'll be nibbling. We'll be nibbling on
Do
stuff.
I love food?
Of course.
Like, yo.
Of course. There will be champagne, there will be wine, there will be...
Are tickets out already?
Yes, tickets are out already. Tickets are out. To get tickets, it's very, very simple. You can dial *714*
Okay.
1010 hash.
Okay.
And that will take you to the ticket portal. But if you want to reserve a table, there are numbers there to call. You can call 050-516-3674 or 055-110-3383. You call and then there will be some wonderful ladies ready to receive you and tell you and take you through how you can purchase a table for yourself and your sweetheart.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's 14?
14.
At the Grand Arena.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Do we have to wear red?
It's up to you. You should wear something beautiful. A touch of red will be beautiful because it's Valentine. Yeah, dress to kill. The ladies.
You've been doing
dress
this
to kill.
for a while now.
Yeah.
Which song has always been the biggest song of the night?
Where? Wow, is that the biggest?
Which one has been that song that, yes, we know that Kwabena Kwabena has hits.
Wow.
But that song that until you sing it, we ain't going.
I cannot pin, on one song.
But could it be adult music?
It could be Tiemuda. It could be Royal Lady.
Did you say Tiemuda?
Yeah.
Hey, that song too.
It could be Siwagedem. It could be Tokro. It could be like,
We are writing your songs. Where do you get your inspiration from? Where do your inspirations come from?
Yes, comes from above. Songs of Solomon.
You know what? I think Kwabena Kwabena should sing a little bit of adult music for us.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, we could do that.
We should do that?
We could do that.
I think we should give him the microphone.
We could do that with just the guitar.
With just the guitar?
With just the guitar.
Okay, so let's give him the microphone. Let him do... He's going to do adult music. So want to say, yes.
We give him the chance to sing. Let me say a very big thank you to Sabali Clothing for making me look amazing. My dress is, I'm styled beautifully by them. You can locate them at Labashi, and also you see that they give you amazing, amazing clothes. Why? So yes, Rosen.
Yeah.
Are you ready to dance?
Okay, so before we dance, I also want to say a very big thank you to the entire production crew. Thank you so much for putting this together. We are back again and we are back with a bang. Happy New Year to all our loved ones. We love you so much. Now, next week, actually, we are going to be giving out some vouchers from Ya. And of course, Ya has the best of smoothies, the best of ice creams as well. So we'll be giving out some vouchers. And a big thank you to my studio audience. You are amazing. And a big thank you to Odikro Band. Odikro has done it. They've kept us going today. A big thank you to my stylist, Manny Frimpoma for my styling. You made me look beautiful. Of course, my lovely makeup is by Queen Nova Makeup Artist. You can find her on social media as well. And a big thank you to all of you for sending your messages. And big thank you to Kwabena Kwabena. And he's been amazing as well. He's going to end the show for us with adult music.
Sir.
So the tickets, the price for the ticket?
The price of okay, the tickets, single for 300 CDs.
Okay.
Double for 500 CDs.
Okay.
And then we have a single VIP for 500 CDs.
All right.
And then we have the double VIP for 800 CDs.
Okay. Oh, that's
so
cool.
when you
That's
dial
very cool.
*714* 1010 hash,
Okay.
it will take you to the portal to be able to purchase.
Okay,
Yeah, any
great.
of these tickets.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
And then you call the numbers too for your table reservations.
Please call the numbers for table reservation. So, yes, please bring the microphone.
Right.
You can come. And Kwabena Kwabena is going to do... Oh, I love this song. Okay, so should we be on our feet? You want us to sit? He wants us to sit. Kwabena Kwabena says we should sit. He wants to sing it. Acoustic. Come. Oh my God!
Then you really knew the day from in summertime, from the to a bell. Now, found a girl must be the way. One day, I'm into may mind. I would just say, going and move, kona, doko, what does Sebi Mamma no more? Good day, never do. Good day. Hey, mama, come a condo. Listen, oh, yeah, me for all day, I am a do. All day, I am a do. I don't feel so come on. And see, baby, my way. Yeah, fetchy. And then you ready to do our baby aramide messes. Ya pepper so, yet depends so she misses so. Namidin good to namo. I don't judge you when I me babe you. Maybe stra, ama. Obey one no me. Good day, I am it. Mama, come a condo. Me say, who am I for? All day, I am it. Who day, I am it for? I don't my feel so come on. It's even my way. I day, fetching.